Yo, what's up, street dogs? This is Eric Kim. So, the thought. The thought is pretty simple. This one has to go with motivation is movement. So, this is the basic gist. So, when it comes to anything in life, the more you can move, the better. So, a lot of people, we're all looking for motivation. And the problem with motivation is it's a little bit too abstract. The notion is, we talk about be more motivated, people aren't motivated, blah, blah. And I'm actually kind of curious, what is the genesis of motivation? Like, why even move in the first place? What is our end goal with movement and stuff like that? So, several thoughts. The first thought is, to be human is actually to move. Even if you want to grow your muscles, you got to move the weight or move your body. And even how does the economy work? It's movement of money, movement of currency. And ultimately, it's not even movement of money and currency. It's actually movement of human bodies, of the human mass. So, we humans, we have this flesh object thing. And the question is, what are the biological or physiological forces which actually motivates us to move? So, basic things, right? Like, we want freedom from hunger, freedom from thirst, freedom from, freezing to death. And so I think that's the reason why a lot of people living in very cold regions are very motivated to move, because if they literally do not move, procure firewood and stuff, they'll die. Now, similar things like, for me, I'm actually most motivated to move when I'm hungry. I think hunger actually might be, according to my theory, one of the first genesises or the motive forces for movement. Because think about it this way. Once you've had a 10-pound steak, you'll fall to food coma. What motivation do you need to keep moving? Like, even if you think about the lion, right? The lion doesn't eat a granola bar and then go hunt the prey. No, the lion uses its hunger as a motive force to go out and go attack and kill the prey. And so that's why I think that one of the best ways to be more motivated, to move more, to do more, to think more, whatever, is actually to do more intermittent fasting, which means don't eat breakfast or lunch. During the day, walk around and move around as much as you can. Talk as much as you can, lift weights, go to the park, do yoga, whatever you're into. And essentially that all movement is good movement. So even though I realize the reason I like living in cities isn't cities for the sake of a city, is the fact that it's just easy to move around. It's easy for me to just jump out of my apartment, walk up the hill, go grab a coffee, whatever it is. I have this notion of concrete and coffee are two things that I love. And even if you think about other humans, like when you're having a conversation with another human, you're exchanging ideas and there's ideas that are moving. And then also as a consequence, your hormones in your body are moving. So that's why I'm pretty anti-video games in the sense that obviously video games are fine from a moral, ethical perspective. And I grew up playing so many video games. But the issue with a lot of video games is, let's say you're stuck, in your apartment, you're sitting down and you're technically moving your fingers, whatever, but certainly your body is going to physiologically degrade if you're just sitting, moving your thumbs all day. And I think my fear is, a lot of the human resources, I think if Silicon Valley could have it ideal the way it wants to do it, all of us humans would just permanently be inside a box, glued in front of a keyboard, laptop, moving our fingers, and then producing money for some sort of overlord or whatever it may be. So motivation is movement. Start intermittent fasting. Things I do: drink a lot of water, black coffee. On Amazon, there's Wink coffee. I'm a big fan of. And just think more about motivation as movement. Once I think you realize that motivation, movement, modus is good. So be as little static as possible. Keep moving. Keep creating. Keep producing. And moving more is better. And moving ideas, moving thoughts, you got to move in order to make photos. So know that all movement is good.